Tonight, a quiet panic spreads through grocery stores across America. Empty spaces where familiar cheeses once sat are now everywhere. Goat cheese logs have vanished from shelves in New York and Chicago. These aren't isolated incidents. They're the first signs of a nationwide dairy shortage. The empty shelf is a stark symbol of a problem just beginning, and the ripple effects are only starting to be felt. This crisis didn't begin in a dairy barn. It began with a bold declaration. Former President Donald Trump, at a recent rally, reignited his America First trade agenda, claiming the U.S. is fully self-sufficient in dairy. "We don't need their milk," he said. "We have the best farmers in the world." The message was simple: end Canadian dairy imports, and American farmers will thrive. Supporters cheered, envisioning a future where American farms flourish without foreign competition. But this promise overlooked a critical detail. While the U.S. produces plenty of fluid milk and basic cheeses, specialty products are a different story. The America First doctrine didn't distinguish between a gallon of milk and a wheel of 10-year-old cheddar. This oversimplification is the root of the current problem. The belief that all dairy is the same ignores the modern food market and the unique role of Canadian imports. The impact of such a statement is immediate. No law needed. Importers hesitate, distributors hoard, and the market reacts to risk, not just reality. Trump's words, meant to project strength, have triggered uncertainty and set the stage for the shortages now unfolding. The consequences of rhetoric are real and immediate. When people hear dairy, they picture milk or yellow cheese. That's where the misunderstanding begins. The U.S. is a world leader in basic dairy, but Canadian imports are different. They're specialty and artisanal goods perfected over generations. Think aged cheddars, goat cheese, and sheep's milk cheese. Products not easily mass-produced. These cheeses come from small farms with unique breeds and expertise, filling a niche American producers haven't focused on. The creamy goat cheese on a salad, the sharp cheddar in a gourmet sandwich, the blue cheese with dessert wine. Many come from Canada. Canadian producers have invested in these markets, offering quality and consistency. They complement, not compete with, American dairy. Banning Canadian dairy isn't like turning off a tap. It's closing a specialty store you can't replace. The skills, breeds, and traditions behind these cheeses aren't interchangeable. The unseen value of our trade relationship is diversity and quality, not just quantity. It's not about a lack of milk, but a lack of the unique products Canadian artisans provide. That's what's truly at stake. Long before any official policy, the market reacts. The threat of a ban on Canadian dairy sends ripples through the supply chain. Importers, uncertain about the future, scale back orders, afraid of being stuck with unsellable cheese. Distributors start hoarding, creating artificial scarcity and driving up prices. Some warn clients, stores and restaurants, to expect shortages and price hikes. Financial markets react too. Stocks dip, lenders get cautious, and investment stalls. Restaurant owners scrap menu plans, specialty stores delay expansions. The economic damage begins before a single law is passed. Political statements create risk, and markets hate risk. The price of remaining Canadian dairy climbs as supply shrinks. Retailers and restaurants pay more, passing costs to consumers. Even before a ban, shoppers see higher prices, a direct result of words spoken at a rally. The power of rhetoric is felt in every aisle. The idea that American farmers can simply start making specialty cheeses misunderstands agriculture. Producing high-quality goat or sheep cheese or long-aged cheddars takes years of investment and expertise. Building a herd of dairy goats isn't instant. It's a multi-year process. The breeds and skills needed for specialty cheese are different from mass-market milk production. American dairy is optimized for volume, not artisanal products. Creating a world-class aged cheddar takes generations of craft and years of aging. Even if we started today, it would be a decade before a 10-year-old American cheddar could exist. Shifting to specialty production is a huge financial risk for farmers, with no guarantee of a stable market. The idea of a seamless transition ignores biological, technical, and economic realities. The gap left by Canadian imports can't be filled overnight. For most Americans, the impact is clearest at the grocery store. Shelves once stocked with Canadian cheeses are bare, and prices for what's left are soaring. A block of aged cheddar that cost $10 now goes for $15 or $20, if you can find it. Families pay more or settle for lower quality alternatives. Restaurants and cafes feel the pinch too. Signature dishes built around Canadian cheeses must be changed or dropped. A bistro's baked goat cheese appetizer? Gone. A pizzeria's unique blend? Reformulated. These changes hurt small businesses, threaten jobs, and alter the dining experience. Specialty cheese shops, reliant on Canadian imports, may not survive. The economic pain ripples out. Employees, delivery drivers, and local suppliers all feel it. A political decision in Washington has a direct impact on Main Street. The American marketplace, once celebrated for variety, now offers fewer choices at higher prices. The promise of independence collides with a less interesting, more expensive dinner plate. The cost is measured in lost quality, variety, and enjoyment. This dairy crisis is a lesson in our interconnected world. Political slogans can't change market realities. Trade relationships aren't weakness, they're strength, bringing diversity and prosperity. The shortages aren't from Canadian supply failures. The problem is political. Trade isn't a zero-sum game. Canada sells us cheese. We sell them other goods. Everyone benefits. The true cost of America First dairy policy is paid by families, restaurant owners, small businesses, and even American farmers now under pressure. Real independence is built on reality, not rhetoric. A strong nation values collaboration and stable trade. Empty shelves remind us our food and prices are tied to the world beyond our borders. Trade relationships fill our tables. Political talk creates empty spaces. That's the hard truth we can't ignore.